Hey everyone, it's Tara here, and you know what? I've got some top secret information about the new update that's coming out in Animal Company. I've got photos, we're going to go over everything together so you guys can see all the details. It is wild, it looks super awesome, so let's get right into it. So the first photo here, you can see it's like almost like a parkour course, and it looks like it's above in the clouds. So I don't know how exactly we're going to have to get to this. Maybe we'll have to use rockets, we'll maybe have to use a grappling hook, maybe you'll have to use a zip line. What do you guys think? Drop a comment below of how you think that we're actually going to have to get to this new map. As well, it is a parkour course as far as I know, so all those trees that are in the photo, we're probably going to have to climb up there. I don't know what's at the top, but as you can see, there's some clouds. There's definitely like a barn at the beginning with the canopy logo on it, so that's also very interesting. Heading over to the next leak photo, you guys, this looks like a treehouse that's kind of perched up above on one of the branches. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something in this treehouse, like something you can buy or something that might even help you boost up to the top of the parkour map. And also from this photo, we can kind of see the top of it, which just looks like it kind of ends in the clouds, but that's not necessarily true. It doesn't mean that it ends there, it's just that that's what this image shows. Overall, I think it looks pretty cool. We haven't had anything really parkour-like in here, and this may not even be that difficult, especially if, think about it, you can use one of these, you could probably just cheese the whole thing, but I personally would probably try not to use it. I'll keep it on my holster just in case I struggle with some of the parkour. And this is super awesome. Like I said, they've not really come out with anything that's parkour related, and a lot of things, sure, like some parkour is involved with it, but this is like actual parkour. So let's take a look at the next photo. Yes, I have more. I have more photos. This one actually looks pretty legit. You can see from this photo that there is lava on the ground and there's like pillars that you have to jump across. I'm always a huge fan of anything that is like caverns and lanterns and like that kind of, I don't know, tomb kind of feel to it. I think it's really neat. So I'm excited. I think this could be another part of the park. I haven't really got that much details, mainly just the photos, and I know that it is like an obstacle course. So I'm not sure if there are any monsters in here or not. Let me know in the comments what you think. Would you prefer that it's just an empty parkour, or would you prefer that there's monsters that you have to kind of get around? If there's like spiders that come from the ceiling, I will probably freak out. I feel like if I had my grappling hook, then I would definitely just be able to swing right over it. I don't see how they could make it so you can't have one. So probably some people will be naturally better at this than others, depending on what they have unlocked in the tech tree. Okay, so let's take a look at the next image, and this one's a doozy. Okay, so this is basically like, it looks even further up above the clouds because now we're in almost like a sunset kind of lighting, and we've got this duck statue in the middle. And it looks like if you zoom in, that you can go above the duck and onto that little grassy area and even up above that. And like, you guys may have heard of games called Only Up, where basically you just have to keep jumping up, 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 and the whole parkour just, it goes vertical. And if you fall, you generally have to start over, which can be very frustrating, depending on how high up you were to start with. So I'm wondering if this could be some sort of Animal Company version of Only Up. In that case, it's pretty awesome. I don't know if there would be checkpoints. I kind of doubt it, just because Animal Company isn't that advanced, but it would be nice if you could maybe pay some nuts for a checkpoint or two, because I know I would use that. I'm always falling in parkours. So yeah, we've got the duck in the middle here. We've got like an archway to the left. I'm not sure what that would be. And it does look to me, it looks to me like it goes basically only up. All right, so let's move on to another leaked image here. This one is a bit interesting. You can see that we've got like shipping containers kind of, and it looks almost like, you know, when you go to the planetarium and you've got that area in the mines that switches to more of this like industrial look. That's what it reminds me of. And the floor here, it's hard to tell if the floor is something that you can fall in or not. It almost looks to me like the shipping containers are sinking into it. So that's hard to say. This looks like it could be a difficult part where you have to go up the ramp and not touch the ground, but it also doesn't look like lava, so I'm a little bit confused by this. Also, I'm trying to find out what it says on the side of that shipping container. I don't know. Animal Company lore? Let me know in the comments if I'm just not seeing it. But I think this one gives us a big hint as well, which is basically that like all of these little areas in the map look different. So I'm going to go with the theory that it is an only up thing, and each kind of level has like a theme. Alrighty, so I'm just going to keep them coming here. I've got more leaked images. This one is interesting. We've got what looks like a timer sinking into the lava. Now, do you remember the teleport TV, you guys, where you got teleport it into a random part of the map, and then you would pick up this like timer bomb and you could take it back as fast as you could. And if you basically put it in the sell machine, you would get money. That update only lasted a week, and that made me really sad because I didn't get to use it as many times as I had hoped. But this kind of reminds me of that. It's like a timer going to lava. I mean, what could that be? Does it mean that we might have to fish out timer bombs from the lava? That would be tough. Actually, I would probably die doing that. Or what it could also mean is that there's simply a timer to beat on this parkour course. So maybe you're going up, 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 and you've got a timer, and if you don't get it in time, maybe you die. That's what I think it also could be. So this is really interesting stuff. It's kind of cool. Like, they're giving us enough to speculate on and maybe make a theory about, but nothing that we can concrete say, hey, this is what it is. So the last image that I have, and I have 2 more pictures after this, you guys, which are not parkour related, but you're definitely gonna want to see. So this one looks like a spaceship, probably because it is a spaceship. But you can also see around is not only space, but look on the bottom. There's like these red lasers. And so I have to guess that maybe the last part of the only up parkour is like you have to go through the lasers and then you end up in space. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a portal that takes you to the planetarium, or a portal that takes you to somewhere that's like space-like, you know, like when you go into the stash machine, it kind of also looks like there's lower gravity. Maybe the exit to all of this just takes you back to another part of the level, or maybe there's even going to be exits along the way. Just like when you go to mines, it's not necessarily at the end where you find the exit, there's just kind of randomly placed there. So we just don't know. But I personally, I love the fact that it's like looking like you go up, up, up from like just the sky into the sunset, into space. And I don't know which order they're going to be in, but I'm super loving this idea. Okay, and then also, this is absolutely ridiculous, but I'm told that we're basically going to be getting some form of reviving in the game, which up until now, as you know, when you die, you're in the mines and your friends basically, they don't know what to do. You got to talk on the radio, I'm heading back, save my backpack, like rip my revolver or whatever, like fell into the lava. Like, basically it's annoying. So for them to add reviving, I am super happy for. I don't care what it costs, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe the ghost comes out of the body and everyone has to try and catch it to revive their friend. I'm really not too sure. All I know is this image and reviving. So hard to say, but I'm really excited because like I said, I die all the time, and me just getting back to my stuff or to my friends is always so annoying. And so yeah, there's the second image here, which is kind of the backside of the little ghost, and as you can see, he's no different than the rest of us with a little gat, as the kids say. So I'm super curious about all of this for the update, and if you guys are wondering, I think that I'm going to be starting to get more information on the updates before they come out by like a day or so, so definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like breaking animal company news. One of my favorite things to do is cover updates and news. I did that on my old channel, and I'm definitely going to do it again here because it's fun to get all hyped up about things and, you know, wonder what they're going to be before they come out. So if you've made it this far in the video, definitely consider subscribing. And as well, a lot of you guys have been asking me in the comments what my fan code is. My fan code is Tara, which is my real name. It's just T-A-R-A. So if you guys want to hang out in code Tara, that's the place to be. If you want to be kind to each other, we support a very non-toxic part of the community. Everyone is welcome, and you know what? Maybe I'll even see you guys there and we can take a picture and I can post it on social media, because that's one of my favorite things to do is get you guys in photos so we can rock it, you know, and everyone can see our cool trip. So we'll see you guys next time. I put another video on screen here that I know you'll just love, so go check out that one next, and I hope you guys enjoy the new update once it drops. Later.